Yeah, coming live to you in direct once again. It's the one and only Peking Diablo, aka Hiawatha P Boy. Yeah, we're gonna keep that P standing for prosperity. Yeah. Uh-huh. We're gonna keep the peace as well. Yeah, we're gonna keep a peaceful mind state around us at all times. You know, we built for chaos too now. Don't forget that. But I wanna ask the question. Is there a difference between the so-called American black and the so-called, blacks from the so-called diaspora? You know, the African blacks, the Jamaican blacks, and different things of that nature. Is there a difference? And the reason I ask that because I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm seeing that, the so-called American blacks, we have been hoodwinked, lied to, and bamboozled for the most part. What do I mean by we have been hoodwinked, lied to, and bamboozled? Well, let's look at the word black and the classification black. Many of us don't know, our African brothers come over here from different parts of Africa, different countries in Africa, on the continent of Africa, and they are classified, once they get registered within the United States of America, they're classified as white. What do you mean by they're classified as white? Their skin is darker than ours. Black has nothing to do with, black and white has nothing to do with your skin color. Black and white is a classification. Yes, those Africans who come over here in the shores of North America, they're classified as white. Why is that? And once they're classified as white, they get all type of grants, they get all type of bank loans, they get all type of resources at their disposal. Why it's hard for the so-called black American to get any resources. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because the so-called black American, he's not African. The so-called black American, he's the heir to this throne over here. He is the last remnant of that great empire that was once known as the Americas. This is him. This is his. This is hers. You are the inheritant of that. They don't want you to gain your inheritance. What I mean by they, those who are in power. So they hit us up with this narrative, you're African, and we fall for it. But you can't go nowhere in the world and do business and just be without having to pay your taxes, without having to pay your dues. They don't have to pay their dues and taxes to us because we don't recognize that this is ours. We have been bamboozled, lied to, and led astray in so many ways. You look at what Hollywood is doing right now. You look at the movie, The Judas. The movie that was based upon Fred Hampton, the chairman Fred Hampton of the Black Panther Party. The main actor was African. You look at all the roles that are being handed out right now in Hollywood. Roles that are playing so-called American actors, black American figures. They're being handed to Africans. What's the difference, brother? What do you have against Africans? I don't have nothing against Africans. But I don't have nothing against myself as well. I don't have nothing against Jamaicans or any other group of darker hued people. But I know when a scam is being ran. You look at the presidency of the United States. You look at Barack Obama, the so-called first black president. Why do you say so-called first black president? Because black is the term that's used for American blacks. No other people on this planet with darker skin are referred to as black, but American blacks. So did we really have a first black president? Can we really say we had a first black president? When Barack Obama's father is African, his mother is European. Can we really say we had a first black president? See, the resources that our people have fought for and stood firm about and went through the struggle about is being handed to others. Now I can get along and not speak out about these issues, and others who are speaking about these issues, we can get along and to get along. But would that purpose serve us? How will we benefit by getting along and get along when all my resources are being handed to others? If it happened to the African, they would speak up. If it happened to the West Indians, they would speak up. If it happened to any people, they would speak up. Our roles are our roles. Our resources are our resources. Our struggle is our struggle, especially if we fought for it. The benefits that those, others are getting right now, our people fought for those benefits. Shouldn't those benefits be heading to us? We can sit back if we want to until it's too late. As I said before, they come for your resources. They come for your birthright. They come for your inheritance. Yeah. And when they come over here, they're not messing with us. First of all, they know they're not us. They know they are not us. Second of all, those who are in power make sure that they are briefed not to mess with us. Before there was a such thing as Uber, before there was a such thing as Lyft or any share rides, the African was the cab driver. He wouldn't stop for you just like the European cab driver wouldn't stop for you. He wasn't messing with you just like the so-called white man wasn't messing with you. But he's going to get all your benefits. He's going to play that Skinfolks, knowing we ain't kinfolk, but he's going to play that Skinfolks to get your resources and your benefit, your inheritance. America is yours, so-called black America. It's yours. Our people struggled and went through and paid the cost to be the boss for this country. The so-called white man knows this is ours. So he would rather give it to someone else. He would rather give those benefits and those inheritance and those birthrights to someone else. But he can't. It's not his to give. We got to keep our minds sharp. We got to stay aware of what's going on around us. Nothing wrong with being peaceful. There's nothing wrong with being accommodating, being a human being to others. We got to make sure they're being human beings to us as well. There's nothing wrong with keeping peace. There's nothing wrong with showing love. But something is wrong with all of those things if love is not shown back. If you are the only friend in the room, you are a fool. Friendship is a two-way street. Love is a two-way street. If you are the only one that's handing it out and it's not being reciprocated back to you, you are a fool. Let's not be fools. It's been real. Yeah, it's the one and only P. King Diablo, a.k.a. Hiawatha P. Boy. And I'm out. One.